Hello everyone, Jet here, and welcome back to my Skaven playthrough, where we're a little bit stuck still, because we're kind of wedged between Naggarond and Morathi. So I'm going to do something very silly. We're going to sally forth, and we're going to take on this little bit of coastline here from the High Elves, and try and raid out elsewhere. I'm not so fussed about the other places, because I can't really defend them. But, we'll also give Morathi a bit of breathing space. I might also send an army over into Bretonnia as well, just to get myself somewhere away from here into safety. But first of all, we're going to attempt anyway, just to get ourselves control of at least some of the High Elf territory up here. As I said, this could go very wrong. And I'm hoping it will, give us a little bit of benefit, because obviously I'm hoping Morathi's going to manage to fight them off. If Morathi falls here, we're going to end up in a war on this front, which ideally I would like to avoid. But Morathi definitely won't give me military access, so I can't actually walk through her territory to attack these guys down here, which would have been my best option here. But hopefully we can distract them at least a little bit, guys. And we are building up at the moment, so I'm going to get a few new units into my armies over the next few turns as well, which should help us nicely. Especially as I want to get some plague monks into my army, because they are very solid melee attack units, especially with my Vanguard deployment as well. Means I can get people into combat very, very quickly, which will help me a lot in the war to come. Especially, basically, it means I'm not going to get battered by the High Elf archers quite as much, which is a big, important thing to be doing. Now I want to try and get better relations with all of these guys in the north, which will hopefully happen over time with my actions, and I'm hoping to open up a bit more trade with them as that time goes on. We're going to float around down to that remnants of battle rather than the mysterious island in there. This is the annoying thing, is the chaos corruption from Morathi, which means I am going to have to get a rubbish pit here. Already got walls there. I want walls in Vol's Anvil as well. In fact, I want walls everywhere as soon as I can. Where are you? You're going to start marching this way. Again, we were going to do this before, but we had a small invasion which kind of stopped us. I could get myself a Doom Engineer. Does this place have walls? Possibly. I could bring a Doom Engineer with me, actually, guys. Which is a very nice thing, because what this will do, that would be very nice as well to have. But with a Doom Engineer, what I could do is I can shatter the walls of one of their cities, which is very nice. So we're actually gonna grab him as well for the time being, and he's gonna go over with us to be used wherever I need.
Magic missile.
Right, let's end turn. Just double check I've got this on fast. Yeah. And then no, as I said, ideally I don't want the High Elf. I don't want to take most of their territory. I'd prefer the Dark Elf factions to do that, because a lot of our territory is not good for me. But at the moment I kind of need to break them off to an extent. I need to just start distracting the High Elves a bit. I mean, I can always raid and pillage and destroy their territory. Skaven are quite good at raiding, and that will be a good way to increase our income as well. Hopefully if I get a lightning invasion here, I can take a few settlements before they react, though I suspect I'm going to have large armies coming up at me quickly. I suspect I'm going to get battered away as I do this, guys. I'm going to be completely honest, I don't expect this to last particularly well. can I move out of this territory?
Clan superior.
No. That's going to be annoying as well.
The doom comes. Tretch is back.
So we're going to get Plague Monks and Rat Ogres in a turn or two. How much are Plague Monks? They're not too expensive, actually. These guys are very good melee. They're good anti-infantry melee. They're not arm-piercing. Are they better than Storm Vermin with Sword and Shield? Melee attack 36, weapon strength 34. Melee attack 28, weapon strength 32, but they do get a bonus versus infantry. So yeah. These guys do get Frenzy, however, which is very good. So we'll certainly look at putting a few of those in my army. I thought I had a Warp Forge. Not quite. Would like to get some lightning cannons though. I don't know if they're quite as good as these. They are still very good. They're anti-large as well, but these guys are just devastating. And the Doom Wheels are fun, as we've seen.
My raiders. Magic missile. Mosquita says no. Unsee. Unnatural. Horned prophet.
Just going to save up a little bit. We'll modify Tretch's army a little bit before we make our move. Campaign buff. Yeah, it's still reasonable. And then Tretch is going to sail down here on his own, which is a dangerous idea, but... Well, I say it's dangerous. He's got a very nice army. It all depends just how more advanced than me the High Elves are. So it's 50-50 how beneficial, how tricky it's going to be. These guys, I reckon I can take out quite quickly, though I suspect they will then confederate with the rest of the High Elves, which is bad. Realistically, what I should have done is I should have probably smashed up here, then thrown myself straight over into the High Elves before they ever really had a chance to build up. Well, actually, I forgot about that. So my public order here is going to be growing slowly, though let's level this up to start with to try and burn off some of this.
My nest. Pax turn.
Right. Let's replace some of these guys.
Tretch Craventail.
It's going to take a turn or two to get this going, but what else can we get from this now? We can get some Rat Ogres as well. So yeah, we're going to have a little bit of a change up in this army. I'm going to burn off my clan rats in this army, and they're going to get replaced with Rat Ogres and Plague Monks. These guys are very nice. They've got high leadership, which is really good. I would like to get some Death Runners, but I can't quite get there yet. And it's said, but some Rat Ogres, yes. And we can also get, theoretically, we can get ourselves a Hell Pit Abomination. But I can't quite get there yet. That is a very solid unit. And Plague Monk Sensor Bearers, they are exceptional. They're flail infantry, as you can see, compared to these guys. They are much better. They're armor piercing as well. They are a very solid infantry. They have limited armor, but all of these guys have limited armor. Their melee attack is magic, and I think that was a rend.
Hail, horned rat. Salty sea.
Okay. We can take a few turns to get ourselves back in order.
Warp skull.
He's just going to scout out down here. That's something I need to worry about. Because if Mazamundi, if I beat him at sea, I will probably lose. So actually, I'm going to keep an eye on him before I move on. What I'd really like is Mazamundi and the elves to go to war. Well, I think Marathi has managed to push back over here, maybe? See, my worry is that they're going to send up forces in here. I could theoretically just hold where I am and build up, but that seems a little daft. All of these guys in the north are fairly allied, so I can't really go to war with them, unfortunately. Plus, they're all quite powerful. Everybody's quite powerful compared to me, unfortunately.
What has driven the Skaven from their dark
I guess some of these guys aren't really allied with anybody. Half Garland definitely are, however.
Malevolent Lord, by the light of the lady.
Bretonia don't like me, that's hardly surprising. Though they are a potential target for me at some point as well, so...
Call me Lord Craventail.
I do have poison units there, but I'm not so bothered about the slingers. These are gutter runners. They do a bit more damage, but they're not quite as good in melee. Do you know, I say that, they're better in melee. So I could replace my night runners with gutter runners, poison ones, who would help us. But I don't have the best income at the moment because of here getting blattered. I need to start levelling this place up a bit to an extent actually as well.
A harbinger of doom.
What I could really do with is finding a skull reef.
Hate water.
We're going to go pick up this fell cargo.
Warlock engineer.
There's no wall there. What's the garrison like? It's got a reasonable garrison, however.
Read warp scroll.
See, what I'd really like to do is find a few other factions who'd be willing to trade with me. I'd like to get attached to the other, to get in contact with the other Skaven down in Lustria. But unfortunately I can't get through because of the war with the High Elves at the moment, causing issues with that. So, as I said, we're just taking our time just now. A few nice cities being knocked over down here should actually help us quite a bit doing that. So that's not necessarily something I need to worry about too much, because hopefully, I'm hoping I'll be able to they'll either start being pushed back, or or I'll be able to force a peace with them if I do enough damage quick enough. Though that would annoy the Dark Elves as well, so it's a tricky one.
Chieftain of the Deep Warrens.
Right, that'll do for now. I would like to replace these guys with gutter runners. My night runners with gutter runners. I was sure that the... Anyway, yeah, gutter runners are the next level up. I mean, I'd really like to get death runners in there instead. I mean, I know they're not ranged, but they are very nice. They're very good shock troops. So, my assassin has leveled up. Let's buff up his damage a bit more. I want to be very careful using him. Let's grab this felt cargo. Ooh, 5k. That's not bad. So actually, can I replace these? We have one extra recruitment this turn.
Call me Lord Craventail.
We can wait an extra turn to get a full stack of gutter runners. Gutter runners with poison, which are straight up better because they do poison. Oops. See, that's very nice, actually.
Magic missile. Yeah, big paddle.
Do love the sounds they make, the comments and things. Want to keep leveling that up because that's going to do far more for our income than anything else.
Lord of the Black, you forget yourself. Weakling.
Come on.
I refuse.
Why are they not liking me?
No.
Oh, we almost got something with them.
Speak. Do not presume my patience. I shall not.
See, they do just as well out of this as me.
No. Yes. What do you bring before the hag sorceress?
Can't afford to give her a gift at the moment. Hopefully once we get a little bit more aggression
Your
on,
little message will be ill-considered.
we'll be able to actually get a little bit more out of some of these guys.
Ill-considered.
Can we buy her?
Short-sighted.
Nope, not quite. Soon. If we batter the High Elves a bit, I'm fairly sure we'll be able to get a bit more out of the Dark Elf factions. I really do need to court them and get them friendly with me, but it's proving hard at the moment. I mean, they're friendly with me. I don't think I'm in any danger of them just going to war with me, but they are having negatives, and I'm almost wondering if the High Elves are... Because the High Elves can obviously affect your diplomacy. So the Dark Elves are pushing back nicely there. So this is actually a really good time to push. Because actually, potentially, the High Elves are going to launch another invasion against Morathi. And when they do that, that's when I want to be hitting here. Obviously, the other thing I want to do is I want to get in here and I want to lay an ambush for them. For anybody coming up to attack me.
All inferior weak to Mimi.
Okay, we've just buffed up our gutter runners with that tech. So that's actually very nice for us. Ooh. That extra speed. That's also good. Now, hit and run to start with. That extra speed will be extremely useful. You can make your way around here, and we're going to start heading up into here next.
Warplock, fire! Technoc sorcerer!
You're just scouting for the time being.
Holding court for vermin. There is no great... Unlikely.
If I can get a trade agreement off with them, it will really help our...
I shall not.
It will really help our friendship.
By you. I refuse. You forget yourself. No.
It's odd, but it's getting more likely for things as they're
Fear my
dropping.
malice.
I am the blood of Gilles.
Overlord.
Alright, you good to start moving? Next turn. We'll have 2 rat ogres, which will be nice. They'll be good for disrupting enemies. They're reasonably fast. They're not particularly fast. I know, I've got a nice setup here now. Toxide, he can buff himself. Oh, he's got his bone breaking. He can... He's more my home army, so he's not going to get the best setup. And he's got good loyalty still, so let's enter. I don't seem to be having as many loyalty issues as some other people I've seen. I've seen a few playthroughs where people seem to have real loyalty issues with their generals, but I guess I generally get a general and I pump his army full of units rather than leaving little generals. I mean, my guy wandering around the world, I don't pay attention to his loyalty. To be fair, I'm not really bothered if he decides he doesn't want to be friends with me. Right, I need to get this invasion off before the Dark Elves get there, before Naggarond gets there in front of me, because I can't let Naggarond keep taking stuff before I get there, because that's going to be really negative for me. I've got a feeling I'm not going to get the Shrine of Khaine in time. Oh! That's infuriating. So I should have actually got my invasion going earlier, but never mind. We live and learn. If I don't get it here and they start invading there, we're just going to go over to Bretonnia. He's only going there. That's not bad. And we are going to double time down here. Even his loyalty is good, though. And now we are having income issues again. I level this up, that should fix that, though.
The mother of the Druki will hear your request. I think not.
Malekith.
I'm going to keep trying, because at some point they might just say yes.
For the Lord of the Black Tower.
Ooh. Okay.
I refuse.
So they just paid me for a defensive alliance.
Speak. No.
Yes, I speak for the Druki. What is it? No. Denied.
Speak.
Now I'm still losing lots of... See, that's worrying. I suspect that means the High Elves are tinkering. Annoyingly. Right, you... What do you want? We want to actually start leveling these ones up. Can I overcharge this? Anyway. That only extends the cast range. I do want to get up. I'm not so fussed about it. I guess it's a way of pinning a flying unit, which is reasonable. So what else is useful? Because that's also good. Let's do that to up my missile infantry. That'll also help my gutter runners as well, actually. So, okay, we're going to jump in and hit the Shrine of Khaine next. And if we hit the Shrine of Khaine, if they can take the Shrine of Khaine, they've got quite a nasty force there. I'm fairly confident I can take it with what I've got there. But no, taking the Shrine of Khaine would be very beneficial, helpful for us, and. Again. Oh, so. Oh, wow. Naggarond has already invaded around there. So actually, this is the perfect time to invade. I'm a little annoyed they're going to get Tor Anlek, actually, potentially in front of me. I hadn't realised Naggarond had already invaded here. So actually, this is the perfect time to... yeah, I've just said that. No, so I've got a real opportunity there. I wish I'd known that beforehand, because actually, if I'd known that beforehand... I'd have been over here far sooner.
Clan Rictus Supreme. Clan Rictus
Right,
Supreme.
get the Shrine of Khaine.
Opportunity, fight!
Right, this is going to be a hard battle. You know, I don't want to waste too many. They are still useful.
Go bye.
So this is going to be a... we can't get an ambush off here, annoyingly. But I'm confident here. Their Loth Seaguard are my biggest worry. They do have quite a big army here. We've got a few new shiny units to use here, and my catapults should be able to batter them, guys. So we should be able to get a nice amount of damage off these guys before we engage. Now there is the other option here of I don't actually engage them. I sit back and I force them to come into me. See, I can spawn forwards and just jump straight into them, or I can sit back and let my catapults do their work. It's a nice amount of magic. And actually I can try... Ooh, I'm going to try something a bit different, guys. So, oh wow, I got some slingers by mistake. So these guys are all going to stay hidden there.
Guide us, horned one. Play claw catapult.
Alright, we're going to have a fairly decent setup up here. Unit of rat ogres on each side of these guys. And these guys are going to basically try and ambush from the side up here. And you can sit back. In fact, no, you can sit up here as well. In fact, you can go up here with these guys, and Tretch can stay down here in the centre. Oops. The Warp Engineer can stay here. Tretch can stay in the centre, and the Assassin can go up here because he's going to try and jump behind and jump their Lord.
Play claw catapult.
Right, what do we want to hit first? Hang on, I want a quick pause. I want to hit the Phoenix Guard first.
Guide us, horn one. Run, skitter. Run, skitter. And at once. We're lucky helmet hats.
Let's have this line push forwards.
Mosquita. Yes, yes. Where the things?
You guys can charge now. No waiting.
Claw catapult. And die.
Start hitting their range. You can slam straight into them. You guys can start charging up there. Let's throw out these guys as a bit of support here, and let's chuck this along their line. And buff these guys up. Let's slam a missile over into these guys. Oh god, you guys need to stop shooting over there now. You can just fire at will this way. Let's drop that straight on there. Once again, straight across there. Where's their Lord? You're going straight in after their Lord. You guys are keeping charging. You guys can just zerg across. You guys can charge. I don't want you guys getting too bogged down. Oh god, you guys can charge forwards back into the Silver Helms. Let's pin you guys here. Oh god, they're getting battered. That was a bad thing to do with them. I didn't realise they were getting stuck in there. Oh, you guys can fire at will. Come on, these guys haven't really got used. This is really infuriating. My front line is suffering quite badly here. Let's pop a leadership buff around us as well. Right, you guys are free, you can pull around. Let's drop some extra support here. You guys can hammer over into here. You need to get out.
Wrenches! You retreat and run! Get the runners! Storm burning! Die, die, die!
This is what I hate about Ulthuan Seaguard.
Doom and destruction!
We're going to hit some of our own units there, but we're going to do far more damage to them. So these guys didn't take too much damage. They did their job nicely, but it just wasn't great.
Advance retreat! Nasty things die! Stab, stab! At once!
Right, let's drop you out in front of these guys.
Clever ploy! They obey!
All of you guys can just fold in. We're breaking them now, guys. We've got the mass route on. That was a tricky battle. My ambush got... I popped my ambush at the wrong time. I still took out their flank and a lot of their range, which probably really did help, but it could have gone much, much better. You guys be careful. You just hit my own units. Oh, wow. We've got the Lord amongst us. And that's it. Oops. That was a messy battle, guys. That could have gone much, much better. I am really not impressed by this assassin so far, guys. I know people told me to get him, but so far he's just not been useful. I'm going to keep him. I'm going to keep buffing him up, but I'm unimpressed so far. The Plague Monks did quite nicely there. They all got a reasonable amount of damage. And they weren't particularly involved. They were, though. I think having those getting round the flanks would have been really good. And obviously, as always, my Plague... I forgot about him, and he still did 13 kills. So,
Victory! I'm getting good at this! My mask on all loot!
Straight occupy here. Nice 7k for us. What do we gain from this? It's okay.
Chieftain of the Deep Warrens.
That's probably a good one to have, though. We're buffing Tretch himself at the moment. Ooh, actually. No, we're buffing Tretch himself at the moment.
All hail horned rat.
Let's go grab the Sea Corpse. An extra 5k is not going to go amiss, especially when I'm trying to do this.
I find myself deeply intrigued by you. Very well.
Yes! That's good. That's upping our things. That's going to be really good for our economy as well.
Will listen to your plea. For Khaine.
Nice.
No. Unlikely.
I think what's been going on is I think the High Elves were basically causing us issues.
Yes.
Tyrant.
Noble born.
In Nagarond, the strong thrive.
Ridiculous.
See if we can buy that off them.
Never.
Yeah, that can wait. I'm improving with them. I've got a couple of trade agreements which has really done good things for my income.
Yes.
Let's get ourselves some extra walls out.
Horned ones round weak hands.
Grab that one here. In fact, no, let's save up for this one. It's a bit more expensive than I can afford at the moment. That's good. So actually, I'm quite happy with that at the moment. We've got a Shrine of Khaine. We're going to try and push Tor Anlek if Nagarond doesn't get there. Doesn't start sieging there next turn. We're going to try and push around to get there. Basically, I want the bit of coastline there. As you've seen, there's a chunk of coastline there, which is very good for me. I suspect, yeah, Nagarond's going to go and siege there. So I'm actually going to do is I'm going to scurry past them down the coast to the other side, because I kind of want them to lose that play. Don't want them to win that battle. So I'm more than happy to let them take a bit of a brunt there and suffer a little bit. Okay, so there's a little bit of extra war going on there as well, which is, again, not bad for me.
Mighty am I.
We're going to scurry past because we're going for here. I suspect that Nagaron will win here, but there's always a chance they won't. Yeah, I'm going to grab this. What do I need to level these guys up? I need a warp forge and a warp turbine plant, which I'm going to knock this place over and get some of those. The warp forge. Yeah, that's all down one tree, so we're going to go down that tree there.
Morathi, do not presume my patience. But naturally... No.
I'm happy to keep that defensive alliances.
What has driven the Skaven from their short-sighted?
And eventually I will get that.
Words
Halfgal and
have the
are
power
becoming
to
more
wound.
friendly with me.
Ill-considered.
Have a plan. Gracie.
You're going to start wandering along the coast up here. There's potential for a Skaven clan to be at the coast up here as well. I don't have too high corruption in any of my land. It's relatively stable actually, which is good. But there's a nice amount of corruption in the territory, which is also good. Here is the place I'm actually having issues with corruption-wise. You know what, I'm going to swap this for a nesting burrows thing, because it'll start spreading Skaven corruption, which is probably going to be better than the Untainted there. My food is a little low, but that's not a huge issue. Anyway, guys, I've just realised we're actually at 37 minutes, so once this end turn finishes, we're probably going to be ending this. We're going to keep pushing here, obviously, pushing around on here, because... Well, straight up, we're doing quite well here. I've got another chance to hit here. Going to keep being careful, though. Get ourselves a few territories. I'm going to raid my way through their territory and burn a few bits. I do want to be wary of them coming through the mountains, because they do have all the gates. And I am definitely not powerful to take on one of their gates at the moment. I don't want to be taking the red territory, because that'll be very hard for me to hold. That said... I don't really care if I get the odd rebellion behind me, because I can put it down and it will only help me, and if I can maintain it even if it's not great. Anyway. Don't know where they're going. They're probably going to reinforce here, which is good. Alright, we're going to go straight into this battle.
Battle fight! Get going!
Start off the next session, guys. So thank you very much for watching, and I do hope that you've enjoyed this.
To battle, I come after.